So this research dramatically deepens our knowledge of the physical laws governing the atomic world. And that's because classical thermodynamics was mostly found on the average motion of particles, ignoring their individual interactions. But now we do have tools to describe energy conversion down to individual particles that may be entangled or correlated in some other way. So essentially this opens the door to new theoretical propositions. But at the same time, this also potentially has some kind of a practical application as well. Now, we obviously have no idea where this could be used. This research is still in its infancy, but it does have a lot of practical possibilities. So, some kind of a single atom engine for maybe some kind of a nanobot, or possibly the creation of a very efficient quantum motor that may be able to power something, with the first obvious proposition being maybe some kind of a future medical nanobot. So essentially these tiny robots operating inside human body that, though still very hypothetical, may one day exist. Or maybe machines that process materials on the atomic scale that require extreme precision and minimal energy waste. I mean, we're still probably decades away from any of this being possible, but this could definitely be the first step, because this is essentially a miniaturized piston or a miniaturized heat engine. But the fundamental insight here is of course the fact that we don't really need to use heat to produce energy. When it comes to these particles, heat is not the only available source. And so in extremely cold conditions, a lot of quantum effects like coherent superposition and correlation can also be exploited for energy and for increased efficiency. But there is a new challenge. The new challenge is maintaining this efficiency, or basically discovering how to sustain this athermal regime, because in a lot of these early simulations, this quantum engine's efficiency boost was temporary and would eventually stop working. And so future work in this case may focus on some kind of a entropic tank, kind of like the cold tank or cold sink, that might actually allow for this to become more efficient and more permanent. And so this